Let's face it, life isn't easy. If you're stuck in a bad relationship, betrayed or afraid of tomorrow, financially insecure, or desperate for a breakthrough, you've come to the right place. Dr. Carmen Harra is a renowned psychologist, intuitive, relationship expert, and best-selling author, and she's here to give you the miracle guidance you need. Her new call-in show, Miracle Guidance for Everyday Life, offers profound wisdom, practical advice, daily exercises, and empowering predictions, all for you. Dr. Harra's show aims to eliminate everyday problems, big and small, with topics like healing your relationships, reclaiming your power, achieving better health, dealing with loss, and so much more. Regain the joy, stability, and fulfillment you deserve to feel. Tune in to Miracle Guidance for Everyday Life with host Dr. Carmen Harra, live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, and find the answers you've been looking for.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to OMTimes Radio. I'm your host, Carmen Harra, and I'm going to start the show by saying let's pray for the people in Ukraine, and let's hope that this war is going to come to an end very soon, because this is so disturbing. And my intention for a show tonight was about how to break through a bad situation, and I don't think there's any worse situation than this that we're witnessing in the world. The fight between the good versus evil, and all we can do is like trying to put good energy and coming together, to try to save the world right now, because boy, do we need to pray, and do we need to understand how to overcome this horrible war. I am sorry to be so emotional, and I'm sorry to start this way, but I feel that everybody right now in their hearts, they feel the same way. I'm watching exactly like you, all those women with kids trying to save their lives, and it's just so wrong and so unfair. At the beginning of January, middle of January, I was invited on a TV show in Romania, one of their major stations. And I was asked what's going to happen there. And I said, well, I know for sure Putin will attack Ukraine, but he's going to pay with his head for this attacks. So fair enough, 5-6 weeks later, this really happened. I was so convinced that this is going to happen, exactly like I was convinced 3 years before September 11 that September 11 is going to happen. And I remember walking in the streets of New York 3 years before September 11 and calling one of my best friends at Channel 11 and telling her that I do see the building falling and people throwing themselves from the World Trade Center. And she said, it's only in your head, Carmen, it's not really happening. 3 years later, it did happen. The same feeling I had with this situation happening, and at the end of last year when I made my prediction, I said, this is the year of war, this is the year of political upheaval, this is the year when we're going to see leaders of the world, being removed from power. And I am absolutely convinced that Putin is not going to be president in the near future. And as much as he's the most powerful man right now, he has the most powerful army, he thinks he can, take over Ukraine, Moldova, Georgia, whatever he thinks he can do. And if somebody disobeys, he will threaten us with the atomic bomb. I don't think any of this is going to work in his favor. So let's pray. Let's pray for peace. Let's pray for him being removed from power, because that's the only, and the universe, the divine will find a way. I'm convinced there will be a way. It might take a while. It's not going to be probably right away, but it is going to happen. I want to listen. I want to take your calls on this one. If you have anything to talk to me about, if you have your own vision about it, if you want to, discuss any further. But I want to express gratitude to the people of Poland, to the people of Romania, to all the countries who try to help those innocent souls who fight for their democracy, for their freedom, for their land. And I have to express, as I said, admiration for their president Zelensky and for everybody who has the courage to stand up to the invasion. It's just incredible what's happening right now. But let me get back to my topic, and I know I have a lot of you calling me, and I invite you to call in. You know, the number to call is 202-570-7057. If you are really, moved by what's happening in the world, if you want to open a conversation about this topic, because the concept of the show today is about how to break through something that is bad, and it's bad what's going on in the world right now. Feel free to call me and let's talk. Let's talk in which way you feel you are affected, because we should all be affected. We should all look at this and say that this is wrong and it should not happen in the 21st century. We should not have the Third World War, because this can be catastrophic. We will all be wiped out from the face of the earth because there is an atomic bomb. So why are we forgetting that? And plus, when Russia fights against Ukraine, you know, China might start a war to gain back Taiwan. So why are we forgetting that? So where are we going to go from here? So let's just think a little bit about ramification of the situation and how bad it can get and how dramatic it can be for all of us. Even if we think we're in America, we're protected here for now, don't forget about the cyber attack. Don't forget about all these tools that exist right now, and we're not safe anywhere we might be in the world. So let's come together. Let's try to do something about it. Let's pray for that. I know we're just simple people, me and you, all of us, we're simple people. We cannot do too much, but we have the power of the prayers. And we can put all our energy together and influence, this negativity that's taking over the world right now and turn it into something good. Let's break through the bad situation we are dealing with right now. And as I said, my show tonight was all about the fact that we all wish that life would flow smoothly and freely, and we all want to transition from one phase into another in their life with a lot of ease. But you know what? More often than not, we find unnecessary obstacles blocking our way forward. Obstacles like somebody dying, a dead-end job, a never-ending legal battle, a relationship that reached a plateau, a divorce, a war, a virus, a pandemic, and at that point it becomes up to us to take the right action, to bring about the changes we want to see. Like we used to say, be the change you want to see in the world. Let's together be the change we want to see. I want to also kind of give you the steps, in my opinion. I want to come up with my own steps that we need to take to finally make progress in any areas of our life. And again, dial in for your answers to your toughest life questions, because this is a calling show. So you're very welcome. You're very invited to be part of my show. And I'm going to repeat the number if you don't have it, 202-570-7057. And I know I already have some people calling in. I have Shara from Canada, and I was having my wonderful, always beautiful friend calling me from Singapore. But I think she probably, I'm not sure whether she's still with me or she's not with me. I have to ask my producer. Oh, okay, she's here. So I'm going to take your calls in a minute. Just I want to finish my idea and letting you know that, there are always ways to overcome. And as I said, overcome negativity. And tonight's show is about becoming, free and breaking through situations in which you feel unstuck. And I'm going to mention an author called Alex Miles. And he wrote, "You are not broken. You are breaking through." We are not broken. We are breaking through. And this is exactly what we're going to see. Because when life is tough, it can be hard to distinguish between the two. But when we are breaking down and 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 when we are breaking through, we will see the changes, and we will be able to make the progress, and we are not going to feel stuck and hopeless and lost anymore. Our life is carefully guided by cycles, and we go through the motions in a regular, predictable way. But the problem is that there's the unpredictability. And when we get stuck, there's that negativity of life that comes. For instance, we can all relate to a situation in which a relationship doesn't go any further. We reach the end of it. Or we can all relate to a dead-end job when you just have to quit because there's no way you get fired. We all relate to a legal mess. We all relate, to trouble in the world or a pandemic. And these are cycles that, affect affect our growth, affect us, our state of being, and makes us unmotivated and unhappy. They hinder us from reaching our goal, our potential, our creative force. So when you find yourself stuck in a pattern that's chaotic, harmful to your well-being, or full of obstacles, it's up to you to take the right action, to break through the bad situation. How can you do that first? First, you need to have a powerful desire to change the circumstances. You know what I think that is happening in the world right now is that these people of Ukraine have that enormous desire to break through and show the world that no matter if the enemy is 10 times, a million times more powerful, their desire is more powerful than their army. The more powerful a desire, the more likely you are actually to succeed. So think that way and take this statement and apply it into your life. And for that, you need to take some few steps. 5 keys to become unstuck or break through to the most complicated and painful and difficult situation in your life. Number 1, you have to focus on what is your progress. You have to focus on the progress and through the process of progress. So you don't become obsessed with making it happen in a certain amount of time. Just consider that you have to make it happen. Doesn't matter when and how, but you have to make it happen. In making something happen, there is always a divine timing. You have to follow the universal law of timing, which is universal, which is divine and is not man-made. Like they used to say that, okay, we're going to attack Ukraine and in 24 hours we're going to take over. Guess what? There's days and days they couldn't do it because there's a divine timing that works in their favor. There's also something karmic because wars are always karmic, or your situation can become very difficult because there's some karma you go through, which is the memory of your soul. Now, isn't that ironic that all these wars have something to do with Russia? All the wars have something to do with that part of the world, around that part of the world. All the wars, they have something to do with Europe. They didn't happen in Australia. Not the first, not the second, not this war. None of them didn't happen in Africa, didn't happen in India. They all, or in America, they all happen there because that part of the world has the memory, which is called karma. There's the imprint of the land. It's like if there is cancer somewhere in somebody's body, that imprint of the memory of the cells exists and will continue to resurface. That's why cancer is coming back, because of the karmic imprint. So you have to heal that karmic imprint, and humanity has never healed, never be able to heal the karma that is created, not with the First World War, that's why we had the second, and not with the second. Now people say, this war, that's not even serious, this is a joke, this doesn't seem, we can't even compare with the Second World War when between 2 million to 6 million people really died. This is just a piece of cake. Well, let's not be fooled by that, because if this escalates, then from 7 million we can go to 7 billion, we can go to 4 billion, because now we have the atomic bomb. We may disappear altogether. So I don't want to sound that scary, but let's be realistic how dangerous this might be. I personally don't think that will ever happen, because that will be the end of all of us. And that's not going to happen. We're not supposed to be extinct. Even if the Bible says that the apocalypse is coming, the Armageddon is going to happen, I really don't think it's happening. Not this time, not under the circumstances. Another thing, when it comes to breaking through, don't give it power. Don't give power. Don't give power to your enemy. Don't feed into negativity. Don't feed into fear. Don't feed into being hopeless. Don't give up. Don't give up. How inspiring it is to look at the way the situation is now in the world, and see how people there are not giving up. They want to overcome the situation, no matter how scary it is. They're not afraid. And when something bad happens, you have to come up with something new, make necessary changes, take all the risk, change your environment, attitude, mentality, relationship, career, change whatever you want to change, whatever that is. Reinvent the situation, reinvent yourself, reinvent the universe if you have to. So I'm going to take your calls in a minute, but just as a reminder, my book, Committed, Finding Love and Loyalty Through the 7 Archetypes, is still available. I have good news. I was on a show on Fox some days ago, and I made headlines. I'm super excited. I was all over the news through the internet with a topic that is a fascinating topic, the 6 signs of a toxic relationship. And Yahoo.com, and they all took this story and made it a headline of the day, and that was like 4 or 5 days ago. So if you go on the internet and put Carmen Harra, the 6 signs of toxic relationship, you're going to see the video I did for Fox, more in conjunction with the relationship that is toxic and has been toxic between Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. So it's not that this is of any significance right now, but I just wanted to let you know that what I did lately was something that people needed to hear, and was significant probably for a lot of people to pay attention when it comes to toxicity in relationship. I'm going to take a break, and I'll be with you, and I will go to Maryland and Singapore, and then I'll go straight to Canada. So from Singapore to Canada.
The best of the holistic, spiritual, and conscious world. OMTimes Radio. IOM FM.
OMTimes magazine is one of the leading online content providers of positivity, wellness, and personal empowerment. A philanthropic organisation, their net proceeds are funneled to support worldwide charity initiatives via Humanity Healing International. Through their commitment to creating community and providing conscious content, they aspire to uplift humanity on a global scale. Connect at omtimes.com. OMTimes, creating a more conscious lifestyle.
My name is Victor Furman. Some call me The Voice. I've always been fascinated with human nature, spirituality, science, and the crossroads at which they meet. Join me Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern on OMTimes Radio, and we'll explore these topics and so much more on Destination Unlimited.
Coping-19, brought to you by CDC and the Ad Council.
If you're feeling increasingly lonely right now, you're not alone. It's totally normal. Even though we may not be able to get together in person, connecting virtually with friends and family still gives you a chance to interact with people and may help raise your spirits. Join a virtual book club, set up group text chats, or online video coffee breaks with coworkers.
Find more self-care and coping tips at coping-19.org.
And I'm back. I'm so excited to be on OMTime Radio tonight. I love this radio station so much. And of course, I love all of you, and I love the people I'm working on OMTime, wonderful people, amazing personalities. I'm very grateful for the chance they gave me to be on this radio station. But you guys are calling me, for which I'm again very grateful. I'm going to go straight to Maryland She calls me all the way from Singapore. How are you, my beautiful Marilyn?
Hello, Dr. Carmen. How are you? It
I
was
love
nice to
you.
hear your voice again.
I love
I
you,
love
my
you too, Dr.
sweetheart.
Carmen.
How's
I know.
everything with you?
I'm so glad. Well, there's a lot of things going on.
Let's
My mom is
see.
at the hospital. Yeah, she has some surgery, and then we find out that she has diabetes. Yeah, and then my son has been attacked with rheumatism, and he's only 28 years old, and then he could not wake like couple days ago. So there's so much going
Okay.
on.
So
Yeah.
your mom is
Well,
in the
I'm just
hospital. What is she suffering from?
she's suffering from infection, like they call it cellulitis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she have a like a simple surgery yesterday to remove the infection, and then they're trying to find out what kind of bacteria she's suffering with, so that
Right.
they can find out what kind of antibiotic she can have. So
Mm-hmm. It seems I have a
yeah,
feeling they
there's a
might
lot
give
of
her
going on.
something intravenous. Sometimes they do give antibiotics intravenous. I feel they
Mhm.
find a strong one, and because sometimes if if the antibiotic goes straight to the bloodstream, it resolves the infection right away than being taken in a format of a pill. So
Okay.
I feel like she's gonna get better immediately.
Yeah,
I
I'm
want your
hoping
mom to
to.
get better.
I know because this is the first time that she's been hospitalized. Sorry, I get emotional. I'm trying to be strong in front of them, but deep inside, I'm really suffering.
I know. And your son, uh, what kind of is this rheumatoid arthritis? What is he having exactly?
Yes, it does. Yeah, that is
Because
exactly
that's
he
an
has
autoimmune
suffering.
disorder.
Okay.
And that's an autoimmune, and for
And
autoimmune, we don't really have answers. The Western medicine doesn't have answers. The traditional medicine is treating this with prednisone, cortisone, the corticosteroids, uh, to
okay.
stop the progression of the disease. And then it can be
Mhm.
controlled. I hate to say that, it's a debilitating disease. For some reason, I think in the case of your son, it can be stopped. I want you to call me on this. I give you a free session because I think I have a lot of ideas what your son can do to get
Okay.
himself better in a natural way. There are all kinds of natural treatments, and we can go to the root of the problem. What caused this autoimmune?
Mhm.
And make sure it's actually a real autoimmune. So we can dig deeper into this, but there's not enough always time on the radio. So for that, send me an email. Let me know when you have time, and we can speak in more details.
Yeah, because when he was younger, he was diagnosed with rheumatic heart disease, and then he overcome that.
Yeah, I
So
feel like
I'm a bit
he's
worried
gonna
if
be
it's
able
coming
to
back.
overcome that too. I feel that this is going to work for him again, So this time, whatever that is, it depends, the severity. I will tell you what test he needs to do in order to be absolutely convinced that this is really the case, and we can
Mhm.
do everything in our power to help him overcome, and definitely it's going to happen, so he will get better.
I know. Just like I asked him the other day, so at least he can walk now. So and he just
Mm-hmm.
started his restaurant. So I don't want it to close down because I spent so much money on it.
Right.
Yeah, I know. So one of the reason I call you because I just celebrated my birthday. I need to know
Happy
what is
birthday,
really
my
going
my
on.
beautiful Marilyn. Happy birthday.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday. When was your birthday?
It's 1st of March. Is it yesterday in my Singapore?
Oh, So for us, today is the 1st of March.
Yes, today's your birthday. Is the
March
day.
1st. So hold on one
Yeah.
second. So I want to tell you something that I'm glad that you called me on your birthday. I wish you happy birthday with all my heart.
Thank you.
You're starting the beginning of a life cycle. This year, meaning from today all the way down to March 1st, 2023, will be one of the best years you had in the last 12,
Oh.
because you close doors to a chapter in the book of your life, to the last 12 years, and you open doors. It's like a new beginning coming for you. So I want you to be aware of this, you know. So in other words, you're going to see progress in many areas of your life. That's why I'm even convinced that because of this energy you go in through, your mom will get better, your son will get better, and you're going to see results in the things you want to do. Probably if you want to invest with your partner, things will improve substantially this year. In other words, you're going to see your dreams becoming reality.
Oh, thank you for saying that.
Happy birthday
Yeah.
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, beautiful Marilyn. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much, doctor. I mean, you always make me feel better. I cannot talk all this to anyone. I only can talk to you. That's the reason why I'm always at your back.
I love you.
Yeah,
You
because
call anytime and
everyone
find
is like,
look on your
yeah,
schedule and find time so that we can speak about your son and what else is going on. So my
yeah,
treat for
because
your birthday is I give you the session. So let's talk.
Oh, thank you so much, Dr. Carmen. Thank you. I'm
I
glad that I
love you, my
called. I
Marilyn.
managed to call. Thank you so much. I'll
This is
talk to
gonna
you
be,
soon.
remember, you entered the year 1, the year of a new beginning. This is a very good year for you, my love.
All right. Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you
my
so much.
beautiful. I love you.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, my sweetheart. My producer's telling me that I have Lelani. There was somebody from Canada. I don't really understand if that person dropped or what happened, but I have Lelani. Hi, Lelani.
Hi, Carmen. How are you?
Hi, beautiful girl. How's everything?
It's going. I'm in Tampa right now at an Airbnb.
You are in Tampa. Uh-huh.
Yes. And I don't know where to go next.
How do you like Florida?
Well, I was in St. Augustine. I really liked it there.
Uh-huh.
It was a cooler weather, but I just arrived in the dark, so I want to go to St. Petersburg and look around, and then I want to see if maybe
Well, you haven't been to St. Petersburg, no?
No, not yet.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I suggest that you go there too, because it's very different, that part of Florida.
Okay.
It's very nice. I mean, but you haven't been in my area either, in the North Miami area. You haven't, no?
No, I'd love to come and see your area as well.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And how's the business?
I have a couple clients a week.
Good.
Yes, they're weekly, and I'm incorporating my spiritual counseling with the long distance healing.
Excellent. So long distance healing, you know, I have a friend who does long distance healing, and I can put you in touch with him. He was actually numerous times on my show. His name is John Sweeney. He's fabulous at this. He's really studied the Qigong and all the techniques and all this. It's an art, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And he does a phenomenal job. And I think you will be very happy if you can, if you talk to him, you know what I mean, and kind of express your interest and let him know your way of doing it and learn from him eventually. There's always room to learn from somebody who does it the way you do, probably a little bit different. So I'm going to send me a text. I'll send you his phone number and see whether you can chat with him about your way of doing it and see if there's something you can learn, something you can. I feel like you can learn something else.
Great. I'm open.
And try to expand. I mean, if there is a way for you to kind of go more south or go on the west coast of Florida to see that part. Where do you stay right now? Do you have a place?
I'm in an Airbnb tonight, but I don't have a place starting tomorrow. I didn't realize the hotels are very expensive here.
They are, yeah, they
I did not know that. So
yeah, because
I found
everybody's
Airbnb.
coming to Florida, especially this is the time of the year. This is called season in Florida. So because it's very warm and pleasant here, everybody's coming here.
Okay. Do you know where I should, like, do you have any idea how I can stay for like maybe a week or two to take a look? Should I look for Airbnb or?
Actually, I know somebody who does this, Airbnb, and I'm going to ask this friend of mine.
Okay.
But it's in my area if you can use that particular place, you know.
Sure,
This is actually
I'm
a
open.
gorgeous place. And I'm going to give her a call tomorrow and ask her, can you stay there one day more or something like that? I just
I asked the woman. It's a Spanish lady, and it's real. I can't stay here one more day. So.
Oh, okay.
I'm in Tampa. I wanted to go to St. Petersburg tomorrow, take a look, and
then go there. Meanwhile, I'm going to ask in my area, see if there's anything I can do.
Okay.
Okay, my
and
love.
Carmen, I've been traveling now for 10 months. I'm just
That's
kind of ready.
That's
ready
okay.
for my home. I'm ready to
I guess
find a
that all
place.
this traveling, you know, it's a way for you to kind of move your energy around, transfer energy, learn, see the things around, and break through because, you know, I'm talking tonight about blockages, things that happen in our life and how we can, you know, reach that phase of balance and stability when we have no fear of anything. And you became fearless, you know.
I did.
At the beginning, you were so worried.
Yes.
And look at you. Look what it's an achievement to be able to do what you did.
Yes.
It's pretty incredible, yeah.
I thought about writing a book about it because there's been so many miracles.
You're saying, write it and I'll put you in touch with a publish house. So maybe, so you publish it, at least you'll be an author of some extraordinary book, you know? Because it's the adventure of your soul. Oh, sorry?
Yes. Last question. Something's going on with my health.
Like what?
Well, I don't know. I've gained some weight, and I don't know what that is. I don't know if I'm, like, my body's not liking the food. You know, I'm on the road, so I'm eating snacks in my car.
Oh, that's why. You're eating a lot of junk food, you know?
Not really. Nuts and crackers and not any sweets, but crackers, nuts, oatmeal, tortillas, almond butter. So I'm thinking, wonder if my body's inflamed.
Right. You know, I eliminate if you can the flour. You know, the flour,
crackers,
tortillas, the salt, especially the salt, because if you eat a lot of crackers, they do have a lot of salt in it. The first one resonated that you should get rid of.
Okay.
So I will get rid of, look at the label. Where you see there's a lot of sodium, you stay away.
Okay.
Go to everything, look on the label where there's not a lot of sodium, and don't buy things that something on the label you cannot pronounce or sounds weird. So be careful with that, you know.
Yes.
I feel like it's all because you ingesting something that your body responds through an inflammatory process.
I agree.
You know, if you eat something that your body, especially your liver, said this I cannot process, and also your kidneys are not happy with the amount of salt. And when there's a lot of salt, there's immediately an inflammation and the blood pressure can jump. and the
Okay.
vessels, become more rigid. So you have to be careful with this.
Okay, because I put salt on my food.
Oh, no. Stay away from
No?
salt. Cut the salt.
Okay.
Cut a lot of the salt for now. And if
Okay.
you really want sodium, potassium, eat bananas. They have a lot of potassium. Eat the natural ingredient, not the artificial one. Because I even wrote a book on this. There are the 4 killers, which is the white 4 killers: the white flour, the white sugar, the white salt. So these are what they kill: the arteries. They literally kill your body. They make you age. They make you addicted to sugar, addicted to salt, so and disturb the neurotransmitters in the brain. So be very careful with this. And the fourth one is the fat, the saturated fat that is also white. So these are the 4 killers of the body. So you have to stay away from any of this for now and go more vegetable, more legume, more fruits.
Yeah, I normally eat that way, but I've been, it's hard when I travel.
I
in the
know,
car.
but you know what? You in your car, no?
Yeah, I'm in my car.
Okay. Whenever you stop somewhere to buy food, go buy all the nuts, the fruits, and live by that, for now.
Okay. Okay.
And stay away from whatever is crackers, sandwiches, and stuff like that. Prefer to buy low sodium turkey and stuff like that, There's a special bread that is not made of flours, and has no gluten in it. So stay away from gluten, Avoid all of those artificial stuff that hurt your body.
Okay.
Okay, my love.
And then should I email you to be in touch regarding your
Yeah,
friend?
send me an email and I'll ask my friend.
Thank you.
Okay, my love. I love you, sweetie pie.
Love you. Thank you.
Bye, my dear. I'm going to go to Barbara in Illinois in a second, but I'll take a short break. So, Barbara, hold on the line. I'll be with you in a minute. Okay, my love.
The best of holistic, spiritual, and conscious world. OMTimes Radio. IOM FM.
Ascending Hearts is no ordinary dating site, but a spiritual dating site with a purpose, to link you with your soulmate. We engineer the serendipity so you can trust that you will attune with someone that has the same matching vibration as you. Ascending Hearts, the conscious dating site for the spiritually aware. Try Ascending Hearts for free. AscendingHearts.com.
Hello, I'm Sandy Sedgbeer, host of OMTimes Magazine's flagship radio show, What is Going On? My passion is sifting through information, research, and innovations from new thought teachers, speakers, and researchers pushing back the boundaries of what we know about life, energy, metaphysics, and the universe. I love shifting perceptions about who we are, why we're here, and how quickly impossible becomes normal when we open our minds, expand our awareness, and accept that the only limits that exist are those we place upon ourselves. So if you're the kind of forward-thinking, eager investigator of what lies beyond the current reality that most perceive, why not make a date to come play with me in the field of possibilities at 4 p.m. Pacific Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time every Thursday, and together we can discover what's really going on.
If I could be you,
and you could be me, for just 1 hour,
if you could find a way
to get inside each other's mind,
walk a mile in my shoes.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
We've all felt left out, and for some, that feeling lasts more than a moment. We can change that. Learn how at belongingbeginswithus.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
And I'm back. And I wish the Russian would walk a mile in the Ukrainian shoes. I wish. I'm going to go to Barbara from Illinois. Hi, my lovely Barbara. How are you, my dear?
Good, Carmen.
So good to hear your voice.
I have a question I want to ask about. Is my daughter going to find someone, or is someone going to find my daughter? Because she is such a sweetheart. But she's too shy, Carmen.
Yeah, I think they're going to find each other. Probably more him finding her. And certainly being shy doesn't help, but we all have something so-called predestined. There's something, we come from a drop of DNA, from a drop of memory, from a drop of emotions. And then everything there within that, it has a predisposition for something. Even being shy is predisposition. In other words, she's born with that predisposition of not being very aggressive and being more like an introvert in a way. But that doesn't mean...
That's not... She is when it comes to men, not anybody else.
Yeah, but I'm talking about that side of her. I'm talking about that aspect of the personality that relates to men. But that doesn't mean she is not meant to have somebody in her life. You understand? So in other words, do you mind telling me which day and month she's born?
February 16th.
So I want to congratulate you because it was recently her birthday. She's very intuitive because 16 is 7, is the planet Neptune of metaphysics. And February is 2, which connects her to you, so you have a very strong bond. Do you see that? Very, very connected to you. She cares a lot about you. Do you see that?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So not everybody is. There are some kids, they never, necessarily, they detach from their parents. So what I'm trying to say, that if we add 2 plus 17, which is a 7, 2 plus 1, it's a 9 plus 2022, which is a 6, we're having 15, which is a 6, which means she's in the year 6. Now, according to the ancient teaching of Pythagorean concept, she enters the year of love. She already did. So, enter the year of marriage, enter the year of love. Now, I am absolutely confident that if your daughter was ever meant to be with somebody, this is the year for her to meet somebody. She can meet somebody simply by going out to buy something in a store or by simply going to an event with another friend. And I feel like that's the way it's going to happen. She might go with another girlfriend of hers somewhere and then meets this tall, attractive young man who she's going to really like, the way she never liked anybody. And that will motivate her to become more aggressive in a way, more willing to communicate better, less shy. And I do see your daughter getting married sooner than you actually think. And I'm not telling you to make you happy. I just go by calculation. So this is, in a way, a science. The science of her time, the divine timing, clearly says, if you were supposed to ask me this 3 years ago, she said she has to wait. But you just waited me exactly when your daughter turned, right around her birthday, when she entered the year of marriage. So you might say, well, she doesn't know anybody. Fine, but she might know somebody in May, or she might know somebody in August or October. But during the frame of the next number of months, your daughter will meet somebody. Not only will meet somebody, it's going to click fast. Some people, they get engaged and stay engaged for 5 years and nothing happens. But your daughter will meet this person and everything will happen 1, 2, 3. It's going to be so intense. I feel like this man either has been living by the water or the parents have a house by the water, because I see a home closer to an ocean or a lot of water. I'm not having 100% a location, but I'm getting pieces of information about this man who I describe like around her age, very, very charismatic, very educated, which I like about him. They're going to make a phenomenal couple. Your daughter's very pretty. That's my opinion. Though I never met
mine
your
too.
daughter. Sorry?
I said mine too.
Well, you know what? You can never say enough about your own kid, because you always say, you question, am I right about my kid? But listen, I see your daughter with the eyes of my mind, but I close my eyes and actually see your daughter like a beautiful girl. And I see that she and this young man she's about to meet, they create a beautiful couple. And I see a wedding, and I can tell that your daughter will get married, will be very happy, and you will be the happiest.
You don't have to be psychic for that one, Carmen.
No, absolutely not. But you know, Barb, we're all psychics. We're all intuitive. This intuition is one of the forever ability of our brain, you know, and we might admit it, we might use it, we might not use it, but the ability is there.
Yeah. Do you know what a first initial or a last initial would be?
I have a S and a G, J, sound of a name like Jack's, S like a last name. I only see the initials. And it was very nice to you, this young man. Sorry?
What was the initials?
S or G or J for the first name, like Jack, John, George, something like that.
Okay. S, G, or J.
Yeah.
And there was someone that she met not that long ago from, I believe it's from, I want to say Ireland, but that's not, I don't think that's true. Was it it was Scotland, or is it England? I don't know. Something. Anyway, he was visiting here in the States. And she was out with her friend. And her friend, you know, they were all out in a group. And she happened to be talking to this person. I wish I knew where he was from. I don't really know. Yeah, but it was, I would say that's by the water. When you're in those countries.
Did she like him?
She did, but she was very kind of hesitant. She was very,
yeah.
She was
still in touch with him.
No, I guess he said he called her friend, and her friend told her girlfriend says, "Hey, he wants to, you know, see you or whatever." And she says, "Well, he called the wrong girl. If he wants to talk to me."
So she actually rejected him in a way. Am I correct?
I don't know. I don't know if she gave him a number, and I didn't even ask. I didn't even pursue it because, you know, how it is sometimes with daughters. I don't know. Yeah. I just assumed that somehow he must have had her number, because why would you say that?
So if this is somebody she's supposed to be, it's in Scotland, I feel more than England, because that's an S. I keep on seeing an S. I keep on seeing some initial that I am absolutely confident they do relate to something here.
Yeah, I think his name was Jack, actually.
You see?
Yeah. I see. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my God, Carmen, I'm not ready. My house isn't ready for a wedding.
You know what? If this is meant, I don't care how much she might not be willing to give him a chance, at the end she will. And if this is somebody, because it's interesting that, you know, I feel like this man comes from somewhere else when there's a lot of water around. And, and you know the initial, the name, the S, the G or J that came in my heart. So that, and plus the timing is incredible. This is the time when this is going to happen. I don't care what she says, even if she says it's not going to happen. I don't care. It's just for the moment, because she will open up to this, and she will end up by being with this person.
Yeah, because I remember, I think his birthday was October 8th.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what they were talking about.
If it's October 8th, the man enters himself the year of love by only in the 4th, the year of marriage. And that will make perfect sense, because remember, your daughter is in this year all the way down to March of 2023. So she can make this happen during this frame of time. She can actually decide on a marriage and on a man in this period of the next 12 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
And when you do his numerology of his birthday, it comes up to an 11, Carmen.
Oh, that's amazing. That's such an evolved and good person.
Yeah.
No, there is definitely something here. This is not an accident. Exactly what I told you, meeting somebody with a friend of hers, all planned to happen this way. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's great.
So,
yeah, because she's a very genuine gal, and she doesn't want just anybody. She wants somebody that is really.
I completely agree with her, and she should be like this. But she should not throw away the opportunity. You know, when the universe opens a door, you should not lock in. You should allow that door and step through the door and see what's there. Because it's the world opens a door for you. You have to see what's inside.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
Right.
So you're saying sometime this year?
Yeah. This is the year for your daughter.
All right.
Yeah.
And then she'll only have one more year of school and grad school after that, so she'll be good to go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Carmen. I really appreciate it.
So listen, I love you. Send my love to your beautiful daughter. Have a conversation with her in which you're not telling her what to do, but just opening up her perception towards the fact that everything that comes in our life has a bigger reason, and you should never close the door to what is called your fate, your destiny, the things that you are meant to experience. Make her see this in a larger perspective. Allow her to have a different way of looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
Without giving her the feeling that you are forcing her or controlling her or pushing her into anything. Have her like a friendly conversation. Just to
Maybe
help
I
her
should,
a little bit.
I should be a mime and let her, like, what do they call that, charades or something, and try to let her figure it out.
Help her figure it out on her own, but guide her a little bit.
Yeah.
Your role as a mom, that she trusts you a lot, is to help her see things in the full perspective, see the bigger picture, and stop the fear of, because I feel that there's some fear. She's scared of opening up to a relationship. She's afraid of not finding the wrong person, you know, not being in a wrong relationship. That fear is justified.
Yep.
But you are the one there to take away the fear from her.
That's it. I will make it my mission, Carmen.
Make it your mission. Your beautiful daughter deserves for you to be on a mission.
She does. You know, she's a nurse, and she goes so above and beyond. Somebody didn't have a nice shirt to wear. She went down to the gift shop and bought them so they had something. She does so many nice things like that because they had nothing, and she wanted them to feel like somebody saw them and cared.
Right. What a beautiful soul.
Yeah. So that's why I'm not just saying as a mom, you know, but I'm saying she really is a very, very genuine person.
Right. Very authentic.
Yeah.
And there's something magic about this girl. And I understand the way she thinks. She just needs a little bit of empowerment. She just needs to be a little bit more courageous and more aware that the person who's meant to be in her life might be right in front of her eyes. And she needs to allow it to happen.
Right.
And you have to help her and give her the permission to do it. Sometime in life we need to have the permission. She's not giving herself the permission to be happy or the permission to be in a relationship.
Oh, okay.
So talk to her from that perspective. Tell her, listen, I want you to give yourself and talk to yourself. Give yourself the right, the permission to be happy and become a wife and become a mom and be everything you meant to be. Don't block this. Don't stop it from happening. Because the universe will open the door. Don't close that door. Everything that's coming into your life that has a bigger meaning and a bigger reason.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of a conversation I want you to have with her.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you,
Barbara. I love you.
Thank you.
Okay. So thank you, everybody. I'm Carmen Harra at the end of the show. Thank you so much for listening. I am so grateful for all of you, for having you in my life. I'm grateful to OMTime Radio, and I'll be with you next week. Same place, same time, OMRI Radio, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm Carmen Harra. Let's pray for our well-being, for the peace in the world, and for the Ukrainian people. Thank you for listening.